So it kind of feels like having free lounge access is the bare minimum for a good travel credit card. We're seeing more and more credit cards nowadays offering that luxury. Honestly, I was a big lounge guy until I went to lounges last year. Every single one I went to was overcrowded, and at this point I would say overrated. But recently we got another credit card that's adding in free lounge access. In fact, the card got a recent update that's upgrading their reward systems as well. We're talking about the TD First Class Travel Visa Infinite card. Well, actually, TD is revamping the reward systems for a lot of their other credit cards as well, but we're talking about this one today. Here's the thing, I reviewed this card about half a year ago and I rated this card a 5.66 out of 10, which was a D tier card. So unfortunately not a card that I would recommend, although I did praise the Signup Bonus, which at the time was one of the best signup bonuses in the industry. So the changes to this card is coming on April 30th, so about 2 months away. So what we're going to do in this video is that we're going to review this card to see if the changes is going to update the card score. Of course, as I said before, the update is mainly positive, which is rare nowadays because with the economy uncertain in the near future, credit card issuers are usually looking to decrease rewards, not increasing them. So what TD is doing is certainly a welcome change. Let's start off with the Signup Bonus. As I mentioned in the video I made half a year ago about this card does have one of the best signup bonuses, but it's not the most straightforward bonus to qualify. And I think they revamped their signup bonus recently, so they're offering even more bonus. Okay, let's take a look here. $189 first year annual fee waived, so the primary card and the supplementary card. $100 in TD travel credit, that's an annual travel credit. I wouldn't exactly say that's a sign-up bonus. And the $50 birthday bonus, that's an annual thing, that's not a sign-up bonus. Now 135,000 TD rewards points, this is new. It used to be lower, it used to be I think 75,000 TD points half a year ago, so this is definitely an increase. 135,000 TD points is worth about $675 in travel credit. And if you sign up using Great Canadian Rebates, you get an extra $75 in cash back. So $675 in travel credit, $75 from Great Canadian Rebates, $189 for first year's annual fee waived, that's about $900 in first year sign-up value. For a card that costs $139 a year, that's insanely high. But the card's sign-up value changes all the time, so by the time the card's update happens in April, it might be different. Next, let's go into the updated rewards. So half a year ago, I rated this card a 4 out of 10 for the rewards category. Now, this card is a travel card, so the expected rewards isn't high. But at the time, even with low rewards expectations, it was disappointing. Now remember, each TD point is worth about 0.5 cents if you redeem it for flights. So before the update, it was 8 points per dollar spent through Expedia for TD, which was about 4% return. 3% return for groceries and restaurants because it's 6 points per dollar spent for these categories. 2% return on recurring bills and 1% returns for everything else. With that said, however, starting April 30th, we're getting a new set of rewards multipliers. They're adding in public transit for 6 points per dollar spent, so 3% return. That is a nice addition. Now, streaming, gaming, and media purchases at 2% return, I'm a little bit less excited about. Because you can basically go to the grocery stores and get gift cards for these categories at 3% return, because the card already gives 6 points per dollar spent at grocery stores. So 4 points per dollar spent on streaming, gaming, and media, I mean, you can just buy Netflix gift cards or Steam gift cards from grocery stores and get 6 points per dollar spent. It might be more steps, but you do get a higher return. Drink establishments like bar, nightclubs, and cocktail lounges, wait, isn't that already covered in the old restaurants category? Correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't bars and nightclubs under the restaurant category? Cause like, you eat there or you drink there. Obviously, you can tell. It's been a hot minute since I went to bars and nightclubs. Married to life. But I thought bars were restaurants. So the new update to the reward system definitely makes this card a little bit more competitive. But not by much. While the new public transit at 3% return is nice, I would prefer them to include gas as well. Because, well, this is a more premium credit card. It's $139 a year. People who get this card most likely already own a vehicle. So kind of a missed opportunity here. Next, the insurance. Now, I doubt that TD will be changing the insurance coverage for this card in April. This card does have one of the best insurance coverages in its class, and back then I rated it a 9 out of 10 for this coverage. 12 insurance coverages, which includes mobile insurance and a decent travel insurance package. For $139 a year, that's pretty solid. Next, the perks, which is essentially a major point of update for this card. Now, in my last video, I rated this card a 4 out of 10 for the perks category. One of the major perks of this card was 10% birthday bonus up to 10,000 TD points worth about $50. In addition, an annual $100 travel credit if you spend more than $500 at Expedia for TD. Now, I do have to admit, a grade of 4 out of 10 in my previous video is kind of harsh. I mean, the birthday bonus is not bad. $100 in travel credit isn't bad too, although you do have to spend over $500 at Expedia for TD for just one trip. Going back, I would rate this more like a 5 out of 10. But coming in April, free lounge access. As mentioned before, lounge access nowadays is like a must-have for any travel credit cards to be legitimate. Again, I think lounges are overrated, but towards the end of April, this card will offer 4 free lounge access passes. For most people, that's easily enough, especially when most Canadians don't fly more than once a year. This new free lounge access puts this card in the same realm as Scotiabank Passport Visa Infinite, which offers 6 free lounge access, CIBC Ventura Visa Infinite, which also offers 4 free lounge access, and BMO Ascend World Elite, which also offers 4 free lounge access. RBC has the Avion Visa Infinite Privilege, which offers 6 free lounge access, but that costs $400 a year. So having free lounge access does make the TD First Class Travel Visa Infinite more competitive with its competitors. Okay, time to grade the updated version of this card. Starting off with rewards. Essentially, they just added 3% return for public transit. The 2% return for gaming, streaming, and media is irrelevant because you can just get gift cards for 3% return at grocery stores. I mean, 3% return for public transit is nice, but this is a Visa Infinite card. Most people who own this card probably already own a vehicle, so public transit probably isn't as useful as, say, gas. So 5 out of 10, a 1 point increase over my last video. Insurance, 9 out of 10, still the top of the line. Now for perks, I do admit 4 out of 10 in my previous video is kind of harsh. Probably should have been more like a 5 out of 10. But with the addition of free lounge access, I'm giving this category a 7 out of 10, which puts the average score of this card at a 7 out of 10, so a B tier card after the update. That's a decent improvement over my last video, but at what cost? Well, not much really. They increased the interest rates from 20.99% to 21.99%. Really a minor trade-off, but they can do this because over half of the Canadians are in credit card debt. So these new changes will make this card more competitive, but it is missing one key feature in travel credit cards I'm hoping more cards offer, and that is no foreign exchange fees. I mean, Scotiabank Passport Visa Infinite offers it. Here's the thing, shopping in a foreign country can get expensive. Paying foreign transaction fees, yeah, that makes it even worse. Most cards charge like a 2.5% foreign transaction fee for shopping in a foreign currency. So yeah, that can add up. Unfortunately, this card doesn't offer that. So I would still take the Scotiabank Passport Visa Infinite over this card even after the updates. Anyways, that's it for today. If you enjoyed this video and learned something, a like and sub will always be appreciated. And if you're new to the channel, I make financial tips for Canadians in my long form content and financial comedy in my shorts. With that said, thank you for watching and I'll see you next time.